Action. You said 3, 1, 2, 3.
On 3.
Oh, I didn't hear on.
Yeah.
I got my muffs on. That's why. You know what I mean? Got my muffs on. Nice catch. Jumping off the table.
AJ and Joe show. We back.
Back in action.
New Christmas setup.
Like that? Holiday time.
The joy is in the air.
Yeah.
Got the cookies front and center.
Cookie time.
That's the only thing I got written on my notepad. Is cookies.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I have a notepad too. So high. I forgot it.
You need it?
No,
Go
not
grab
right,
that shit.
not right now.
All right.
What's your story?
Not right now. You get up. This guy. Nothing, man. Monday, December the 4th.
Yeah. You went to Cookies?
Went to Cookies
When?
yesterday.
Oh shit! What was that? What? How'd that come about?
So you've talked about
Hey, you wanna
Cookies
try
a
it
lot.
out?
You've talked about Cookies a lot on the podcast.
Yeah, it's cool to go check it out.
A lot of hype behind it. You know,
Lot
it's
of hype.
It's been open for a few weeks now.
Yeah.
So yeah, but okay. So it started out yesterday. I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna go to Cookies. So me just being me, I start looking up Google reviews.
Yeah.
Right. And for the most part, it's all positive reviews. And then I see quite a few negative comments too. Like some people saying that like the bud didn't have a good like flavor. It was harsh. Some people saying, they didn't think that the weed was flushed properly and this and that.
The heater.
Oh, okay.
I could turn it off. I wonder why it's picking it up so good today.
No, it sounds pretty loud for whatever reason. Keep talking. So
I always have it on. It's weird.
yeah, it's weird. Your fucking mics are too fucking.
Oh,
It's better. So
Nice.
I started looking up reviews.
yeah.
See a few negative ones, like just making comments like that. So I'm like second guessing myself. I'm driving towards the downtown area, and I'm either going Harvest or I'm going fucking
Cookies.
I'm going Cookies.
Yeah.
So the last second, I'm like, fuck it. I gotta at least experience this and see what it's all about, right? I'm like, it's Sunday. It was like right before 4. I was like, it can't be that fucking busy, right? So I show up. Can't miss it. Big blue fucking building right in the middle of the fucking down there on Broadway.
Yeah, I seen it there, but it's crazy. When I'm driving to work on I-25, you can see the roof all sick. If you look that way, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if you look right before, like, you're gonna hit the big I-40 and I-25. You're on I-25. You look that way, you can see the roof.
No
it's fucking
shit.
crazy.
Okay, I'll have to take a look that way. So I get there. There's not that many cars there, I'm like, okay, cool. But I go inside. Okay, so first I walk up. There's a doorman at the door, standing like right outside on top of the stairs.
Okay.
And I have my ID out because I don't know what their protocol is, So he's like, oh, she'll check your ID inside, right? So I walk in. There's like the little lobby. I'm telling this for people listening. You already know. But walk in. The girl at the desk checks my ID. Thought it was weird that they don't have any kind of like loyalty.
Did they sign you up? Like, or did you sign up online?
No.
Yeah, they have a thing. You could even sign up online. Like,
Shouldn't they do that for everybody who walks in the door?
They should. Like, I logged in online looking at the menu.
Mm-hmm. They didn't do that. They checked
That's
my
weird.
ID.
Yeah.
She said, I got the door for you, like, as soon as you open it. So, like, she watches.
Like, go spend some money.
I thought that part was pretty cool. It was like Terminator 2. Like, I walked up to the door. She's about to hit the button as I reach for the handle. She's like, I got you when you grab the handle.
Nice.
Another thing, there's a big fucking picture behind her of this guy on stage, right? And I did my research after this, but at this point, I don't know what I've heard of Burner.
Yeah.
I don't know what he does. I thought he was a fucking weed. I thought he was a weed man. So there's a big fucking mural right behind. Not a mural, but it's actually like a big like HD picture of him on stage with his back to the camera, and it's showing like a sold out stadium, right? So I'm like that's okay. Like, is this guy
what's going on?
What's going on? Why is he on stage? Don't know nothing about him. I proceed to go inside, and it's a fucking free-for-all, bro. I haven't seen a dispensary like this since I went to that crazy one up in Seattle that was a fucking free-for-all. Fucking, I walk in, there's tables, right? Big round tables with all these samples, all these clear plastic containers with little cards with the names, and just very, like, a lot of clutter, in my opinion. I don't know. And it's busy. It's loud. The music's playing loud. A lot of people. On the far wall, they have the sections with the bags and the tubs, and they have edibles and vapes and all that shit. And, like,
and
there's,
you grab what you want, or you grab what you want, or how does it go?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of standing there, like, with my fucking, my nuts in my hand.
So what happens?
So there's like 6 people behind the cash register.
Okay.
And there's only one guy out on the floor, and he's helping somebody. And I'm like, okay. So
that's how it is in, like, Vegas. You wait for the attendant to come, but you don't have to wait. You walk in and someone rolls up on you. That's how ideal, you know?
Well, that was going to be my question to you, because you've experienced cookies in other states. This is my first time, so I'm just kind of standing there, and, like, to be honest, 2 times it went through my head, I'm just going to walk out this motherfucker, because this is ridiculous. I'm not, I don't, like, it gives me fucking anxiety. Like, it was like, literally, there was like 20 people inside the store, and everybody's like, and finally, I see this guy come by from behind the counter, and he starts talking to these people, and I'm like, okay, well, when he's done with these people, I'm going to grab this motherfucker's attention. So he's about to walk away, and I say, excuse me, sir, I it's my first time in here. Is there weed in these fucking containers on the wall here? Do I take this up to the register? He's like, no, those have sand in them. And I'm like, oh, okay.
What kind of sand?
It's like, you can't smoke sand.
Beach sand? I want to know what kind of sand now.
I fucking
should have fucked with
that. Hawaiian rain.
What kind of sand you got
right off
there?
the beaches of Hawaii.
New Mexican sand?
So he's like, no, those have sand in them. Okay. I was like, okay, so you just, you got to figure out what you want and then go up there. He's like, yeah, you should order up there. And I'm like, okay. So now there's a line to get to the register. So now I'm standing in line. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I'm just like,
that sounds like shit.
It wasn't the best experience. I'm not going to lie. Right. So I'm standing there. He ends up going back behind the counter and jumping on a register.
Real quick. Yeah. So you had already, at this point, you seen what you wanted, correct?
I looked at the samples. All the samples look really good.
Can you see pricing there is my question. No. So how did you figure all that out?
I looked online before I went. I'm glad you brought that up.
So you already knew kind of more or less?
I pretty much asked him questions I already knew the answers to. I just wanted confirmation. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was like, so the tubs, those are 40 for an eighth, and then a quarter for 50 of the small buds in the bag, right? And he's like, yes. I'm like, okay. I even asked him. He recommended this. Okay. I told him I don't know any of these strains. You know what I mean? I'm like, just fucking send me on the fucking path. You know what I said? I said, what's the shit you smoke? And he's like, I've been smoking cheetah piss for years, which I don't.
What else you got?
I don't. You know me and the names.
Yeah.
I don't dig that. But I don't know how he's been smoking it for years either. Because if they just open, I don't get that. But maybe he came over from one of the other stores.
Well, yeah, I mean, they have this, I've never heard of that one because it's newer, I think. But they have this at they didn't have it when I've been there, but they had a big old sign like that. So they've had it as other times at the Vegas one I've been to.
Oh, okay.
So they have the same strands.
Yeah, because So I looked into that too because I was curious, and each market they'll have crossovers, big names like this one, and there's a couple. I can't think of the other ones, but then each market will have their own kind of exclusive shits as well, I guess.
That makes sense.
Which is good, smart. But so this is called That Badu.
Badu.
So Cookies did a collab with Erykah Badu.
Badu.
You listen to her music?
No.
Never?
I probably have.
I'm sure I've heard something
Sounds like
famous.
Something they play at Canvas.
Okay. It's like easy listening music, right?
The picture you showed me looks like someone that would go to Canvas. You know what I mean?
I say,
like, not every single person, but those kind of people, like, they like to go hang out at cannabis.
Those kind of people.
Dressed all crazy is what I mean. Okay. Like, she just had a wild style to her. You can tell she's an artist. Yeah. If you don't know, like...
I'm going to post the picture on here.
I know artists, and I know I deal with a lot. I've talked about that before, art and stuff, and if you know what I mean when you say, like, oh, artists, they're just a fucking trip, and, like, sometimes they just dress, like, very outrageous, bro. Like,
just because they can.
Yeah. Just wild. Like, I see them with, just like that, feathers in their hair, cowboy hats with fucking
long things that make their
sashes pointy, tied around their fucking waist with the fucking, you know what I mean? Just wild, bro. But that's what I mean. I'm not, you know, so I'm not even talking race or nothing.
So he turns me on to this, right? Yeah. He says this is good shit.
Looks pretty good.
I'm like,
shit, it's intriguing.
Yeah. Well, you smoked it. You tell me what you think.
No, but even before I say like,
no, for
it's
sure.
Good. I like it.
But it's funny, right? So like I get home and I do my little bit of research on the strain so I can talk about it today.
Yeah.
And I read an interview with her talking about the collab with Cookies.
She's a pothead, obviously? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's she flat out says, she's like, you know, this cannabis is for everybody, but I made this strain specifically for my ladies.
Okay.
So we just smoked a woman's strain.
All right.
AJ, you feeling
interesting. So you know what that makes me think of?
So I think he fucking, you know what that makes me think of? What? I think he fucking, I don't know. He had like a weird fucking like little, when I was asking him what to recommend, I don't know. Maybe I came across a little fucking like a bit of an asshole because I was kind of irritated at that point. You know what I mean? But he might have sent me down the path to smoking on some lady strain.
That's hilarious. No, I don't think there's such thing. But there kind of is though.
He knows his weed. If you knew that about that.
So I think I've talked about this too. But one time, Whoopi Goldberg, she's a pothead, I guess, and she's something with the growing shit, and she created a strain for menstrual cramps.
I think we talked about this,
right?
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
So like the different terpenes and whatnot, it might have like anti-inflammatory. Yeah. Terpenes and B-caryophyllene is a high anti-inflammatory. Things like that. Like, so I could see that maybe, or who knows? Who fucking knows? Maybe it's just really mellow, so you don't get
I don't know. I really like it.
Anxiety.
It's really heady. You know, like when I mean by that, it's like, but
so you get to the register and
so
paid and got the fuck out or what?
So just so happens it was the same guy, right? His register. He jumped back on the register and it was like him.
It's like on the or on the TV show, like at the window. He's like, you need to go to the other window. No, the fucker runs over there.
Like, pretty much that's what it was.
Yeah, that's funny.
So I walk up and he's like, that Badu, right? And I'm like, yeah.
Badu.
I'm like, still Badu. And
oh man.
And so I was like the tub. That's called the tub. So he comes up, whatever, charges, and like you talk about this. I mean, I don't know how much we talk about this on the podcast, but you and I talk about this off the podcast, just about the cost of this premium type weed for what you're getting.
Yeah.
The weed is really good. There's no fucking doubt about it, right? It's like tremendous.
Quick question though.
Yeah.
Because I'm still thinking about the store here.
Yeah.
The merch. Did you see any merch?
Bro, my mind was in such a fucking tornado in that fucking place.
No.
I was like, what is...
Oh, no.
I told you I almost walked out that bitch twice.
See the merch, though?
I saw it, but I was like, I'm not here for merch. You know
Did you see anything good?
I don't know. Did you see anything? You went there.
Whatchamacallit? So then, finish your story.
No, I was just saying that that for like the cost, you know what I mean? Like the premium.
The strains. Okay.
But like, this isn't sustainable. Like if this is all you were going to smoke, like you'd got to be rich. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's going to add up.
That's what I say. It's like,
quick.
So kind of like, that's how I try to explain it to people. Like, it's like how you say rich people. It's it's more for rich people. And these are even good priced ones. Like I'm telling you, in Vegas, there's $70 eighths. Like if you go in and get what you want. In Vegas, I think the Gary Payton was like 60 or 70 an eighth. I'm not even bullshitting. They didn't have it when I went, but.
So that's just the cost of the area though, right? I mean,
I don't know. No, I think they're
cost
just,
of living?
I think here they have to like, I think it maybe, but not even living, just being. I think they might go up. Yeah. Who knows? Or maybe it's comparable to the plate. I don't know how they're doing it for my opinion right now. It's kind of cheap for even for the cookies.
So I do my research. I find out I'm smoking on some lady weed, and then I start digging into this burner because I'm like, well, who's this burner, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta find out why there's a big ass picture of him in the lobby of his shop. You know what I mean? At my initial impression, I was like, man, this guy thinks a lot of himself. You know what I mean? Puts a big ass. I mean, it's a cool picture.
I looked him up after you told me we were going to talk about it on the podcast today.
Yeah.
And did you see the picture? He was here at the grand opening.
Yeah.
In Albuquerque.
So he actually shows up to every single one. He cuts the ribbon at every location, and they're all over the world now. They're like in like 59 countries or some shit.
Yeah.
So
did you read up on him?
I did. Well, it turns out he's a rapper, right? He's from California, born in San Francisco. I think he migrated to LA, and he's signed to Wiz Khalifa's label. I tried listening to some music because I wanted to cover all my bases, and it's not my type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
so I knew he was a rapper. And I knew he was affiliated with Wes Khalifa, and what I had heard is that he was Wes Khalifa's grower. It's like I had heard that from somebody. But I was reading more of like into that, like what the deal is with the cookies and him, and I guess he was working at a dispensary in San Francisco.
Okay.
Before he moved to LA, I guess, or whatever. Okay. Anyway, so then he like learned got into the grow scene and shit.
Okay.
And so he met this dude, and they started working together, and
that's his master grower now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so his
name like Enzo or some shit. Or like I looked it up.
But I guess he created Girl Scout cookies.
Okay, this guy.
And so him and that guy's like the grower, and then Burner, I think he's like the businessman and shit, But what happened was I guess they had Girl Scout cookie together, and they started marketing it and shit in dispensaries, and Girl Scouts of America came after them because of the name.
Okay.
And so then they just started calling it cookies, and so that was their like mega strain that popped them off and like started this whole ordeal. And he opened a clothing store. This is on Wikipedia. It's not like I'm telling you, can learn all this in 2 paragraphs on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Sound like I like researched this guy for years. No, but I guess the first one was just a clothing store, 2015.
Okay.
So they were selling like kind of wholesale and shit, like working with dispensaries and stuff, selling that strand, the Girl Scout cookies, turned into cookies, opened cookies merch because that strand got so fucking popular. And then after the merch store did well, I guess a few years later, they opened the dispensary and just stuck to the fucking cookies name, even though cookies was Girl Scout cookies fucking strand.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. See, I didn't know how extensive his actual weed growing was, like his part of it. But yeah, so I looked and the cookies, this is just the weed, this is just the cookies brand itself. This isn't his music shit or nothing. They bring in $500 million a year in revenue. It's fucking huge.
Oh yeah.
So, but it's weird because one of the reviews, it said, fuck, I would have to look at it. It's not far down on the Google reviews, but it said that this store will be closed within a year. He said, I used to live in, I think he said either Kansas or Oklahoma, and he said we had 2 cookie stores, and
I know they were in Oklahoma.
And one they closed.
Okay.
This guy was like, and like both of them closed because they just couldn't survive or some shit.
Wow.
And I don't know. It's weird. It
might do better in states with more money.
See, but like, okay, so going back to my point about like what you get for for the price, you know what I mean? Do you remember that grower circle stuff that I was bringing? I would say that's comparable. It's like high. They call it like connoisseur, like a connoisseur line. Like if you like look into it, you'll see like that's what it's like kind of categorized as, and same shit. That's like you get 3.5 for $50 of that grower circle stuff.
Yeah.
And but like I said, you like if this is all you're gonna be smoking, then you gotta have a lot of money. compared to like what you can get like at Harvest. You know, they're still doing the fucking $8 sale. So fucking.
Well, if you average it out by the gram, though, like I mean, smoking this right here is cheaper than anything. Or,
Well, that yeah, and those are still good
just as
size.
good.
Yeah, so this is seven for 50, but it's they call it smalls.
So the
for
way I
people that are
look
listening.
at the way I think about it is I average it out per gram. So this is I cheated. So I didn't go to Cookies. They're fucking carrying cookies at altitudes.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why you're asking
So
about
that's
the
why I'm
fucking
fucking
merch.
with you. Yeah, I didn't go to that fucking spot,
Okay.
bro. So
I was like, what?
they're
Why you asking me
selling them
about
for
merch, man? Weren't you there?
They're selling them for 38 an eighth for some reason, which it's $2. But so if you start averaging out per gram, this shit's $10 a gram. You know what I mean? That's not.
Yeah, that's
Not
fascinating.
insane. You know. And then these.
How much is this?
50.
So that's the same. Okay.
But these are 38. I don't know why they did that. But all their eighths are.
Do
38.
they have more tubs of
They have
different
about
strains?
4 different ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they have this?
They didn't have that one, but they had a sativa one, a black. It was a black with like a green.
Okay.
And then they had the
Oh, I saw that.
gelato. They had gelato, scoop, 3-scoop gelato or
Yeah,
something like
3-scoop
that.
gelato.
They had the Hawaiian one,
Okay.
and then
I don't know, man, but
But I don't know why they're doing that, because I'm telling you, bro, like in Vegas, yeah, and of course it's Vegas and shit, but like they charge $70 an eighth and shit. So I don't know.
I think it's just because everything fucking costs more there. That's
Yeah.
my thought on it. But
But I wanted to try it, so I just so happened to be looking at menus, and I was like, "What the heck?" They had, yeah.
no, but that's good too. I mean, we smoke both, but I really like that Gary Payton. I almost went with the Gary Payton just because I was a fucking Sonics fan growing up, but just for the nostalgia.
They had one called Pac-Man, and it had a football player
Oh,
on
so
it.
you know who that is? That's
No.
that's Pac-Man Jones.
Okay.
Fucking, he played for a bunch of teams, but he was a wild man. Fucking got in a bunch of trouble, like on and off the field, like fucking getting in fights at strip clubs and shit.
I wanted to get all of them, you know. But
Yeah.
that one sounded cool too.
So no, I mean, I know how you feel about this type of shit, like these. You know what I mean? Like,
I gotta smoke it because I've had. Are you asking me like quality style and
like,
stuff?
what
or,
do you
like-
think? Like,
I think these are good. So like I've had strands from Cookies where I was disappointed after I purchased it.
Okay.
And you got to buy an eighth, you know. And I bought a pen that I was kind of disappointed in before, but I'm happy with all these, and I'm happy at the price point because I know Cookies for that label. It's just like going to a rich store.
Yeah.
It's like if you're going to Nordstrom Rack, or if you're going
They come with a cookie certified sticker.
if you're gonna go buy a T-shirt at Gucci, it's gonna be more than a T-shirt at fucking JCPenney's, right?
Yeah.
That's how I explain the cookie store. You know, you can get something that's kind of equal to and comparable to, but it's not gonna be the exact same. So, for instance, you know what I like about these buds right here is I don't know about I didn't touch the Badu, but like that Gary Payton and this one right here is like the fucking most perfect hydration level. Perfect. Like it's like
You break it up and it's
so
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the perfect moist. It's the perfect dryness.
That's exactly how
it's
that
the
is.
perfect smokable.
I'll have you check that. I'll have you
So
break that up.
I noticed that. So they've gotten their packaging down good, and they've gotten their whoever's growing this shit, they know their shit.
So that's what I want to get into as well. So Burner has that guy, his right hand man, right? His master grower. This is in California, right? Obviously, shit in every state has to be grown in that state. You can't cross borders with weed. So I don't know if you know the answer to this, but this is just in my mind how it works. So the master grower in California, the main dude, right hand man, he has like master grower apprentices that he fucking puts in charge of each state, and then they run it. Like
I don't know. I have no clue on that, but
because they're
I was
growing
gonna
this
ask
shit
you,
here. You know what I
yeah.
mean? 100%.
I was gonna. It says something right here. It says
Yeah, it says
grown and manufactured
Cookies, New Mexico.
Blue Well Enterprises.
Yeah.
So that's who's doing it here in New Mexico. But so I was gonna tell you this. So at the one in Las Vegas, they have a bunch of different fucking strands though. Like it's not all cookies. It's the cookie store, but they also sell other premium. Like how you're saying that other one was primo.
I didn't see it there at this one here, but you look on their menu, they have Grower Circle in their menu.
Okay.
So they sell it there too.
So
not
like,
as many strains as the canvas
they
spot.
probably do then maybe wherever they go, they do like maybe collab with some local, other local, because everybody's local at that point, kind of.
Yeah.
If they're growing here, anyway. I know that at in Vegas they had other strands of other places shit, and it would say where it just like this one says cookies, it would say the name, whatever. But I was trying to go somewhere with that, but I don't know.
And when you get this shit brand new, you open it. First there's a seal on the outside, which I like. You take that off, and then there's a fucking seal on the inside. Fucking, it's nice. One of the reviews actually said, you guys need to keep an eye on your bud tenders, because I opened my shit after I got home and the seal was broken on, he said, on one of the bags. Do you believe that? Or
What bag?
So
you mean in here?
I don't know. It said bag. Was this sealed? Did you have to tear it to completely open it?
I cut it with scissors,
Yeah.
but that fucker was sealed cherry because I cut it and then I had to fucking cut it again because I didn't cut it low enough.
Yeah. Well, that's just what the review said, but
and it's moist as shit.
Yeah. And how much of those negative reviews do you think are local dispensaries being salty, posting negative shit? You think there's a possibility of it's that because cookies came to town?
It could be that, but honestly, I think that there's always going to be haters out there, right? But I think that people go and I think that they pay $40 an eighth and they're just outraged at that. They think it should be like, I think they're just thinking it's going to be like this, or God's gift to people, like fuck it, or like the best thing they've ever experienced.
Like, this is top shelf shit. You know what I mean?
No, but I think they just at that. I'm saying I think they just, it doesn't matter what they're getting. They just pay for it and they're just pissed off at that point. Like, I think, but because honestly, I don't see how you can say that. I don't see how you could. I don't know what you would say about it. I mean, you could say you pay too much, maybe, but like as far as like the moistness and the
like
flushing of it and all that, like I don't think there's any kind of issue with that stuff.
No, 100%. Yeah. No, it's
But the packaging is super cool. And,
no, for
they
sure.
got it down.
Premium.
They got it down. The packaging.
Oh, it's their own. You know what I mean? Like it's so fucking. Fucking. You go and you get one of these little bags. After this, it's like fuck.
So that's the thing too. Is these are new. Like they don't have. I've never seen these before. These packaging. It's all always bags.
Before.
Always bags.
Okay.
Always a.
So this is, it's not. It's not like this just came out when this store opened though, right? Like
I don't know. Like in Vegas, they don't have these. Like since I've been there.
Huh.
When you
go back, you'll have to see.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. Another thing that kind of bugged me was like on the displays, they got the little clearer cases, right, with the nugs in it. The signs, I thought they were like really cheesy. Like they were like printed up and they like all pixelated and like you could barely read the name. And I'm like, come on, man. Yeah. I don't know. Something was a little, just the whole thing. And it was just fucking chaos.
They probably need to control the.
But now I know the process.
Because so for instance, this is how to explain it. When in Vegas, you go in, but when I've gone, there's like 2 or 3 people in there, but it's like going into a mall retail store. That's kind of what it is. And they ask you right away, do you need help? Do you have questions? Someone walks up to you, and if you're like, no, I'm just looking because you want to look at everything. And they have the table that has all those clear things with all the strands. And then over here they have some of the eighth bags hanging, but they're probably full of sand.
Yeah.
And then they have all the merch, and then they have the registers like you're talking about. But when you go up to those registers, the guy helping you has already gone and told them like what you want. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all orchestrated, like nice,
I think each customer should have a bud tender assigned to them. Helping
especially
them.
If you're paying that much,
It should be like a white glove type service. You know what I mean? Like
white glove?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Give me a little glass of champagne while I'm walking around checking out the fucking champaña.
Yeah.
But no, you'll have to go check it out fucking for yourself and see what you think. But yeah, I don't know. I enjoy the product, but it's like you said, just
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, who knows when I'm gonna make my way in there? I don't know. I don't plan on it.
Yeah. Do it just to fucking I just had to see it. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you've been to one before, and honestly, I saw pictures of their one in like this is their home store in downtown LA, and like it looks like the inside looks exactly like this one. Like it's so I'm sure the Vegas one is
Probably the same.
It's probably the same. They that's one thing that is the key to success is keeping that model across all locations. That's like what McDonald's did back in the day. Like because people's minds they see it, they recognize it, and don't want to trick them by making it look different. But no, I'm a fan.
Yeah, I like it. I like the product for sure. If you're talking smack on the product, you're just hating on this product that I have in front of me. You know, it's like, that's my opinion. And that's from someone who like knows how hard it is to grow weed. You know what I mean? Like to get that at that point and have that much of it and everything, it's like those motherfuckers are doing something right.
Yeah. Did you watch the fights this last weekend?
No.
The bare knuckle?
I did watch the bare knuckle, yeah.
Okay. There was a UFC as well, and then there was even a boxing card.
I just watched the main event.
All in the same night. When was the fucking bare knuckle? Because I missed it. Like, I went to look for it at night. Was it earlier?
No.
It wasn't
it was later. I didn't see it. I don't know if I seen it live.
Did you watch it on the stream?
No.
Okay, see, because I don't think it was on the stream. I looked like at 7 p.m.
It was on YouTube right away. I probably watched it afterward.
Well, that's where I caught the fucking replay of it, but I wanted to watch it live. I didn't watch that one live.
I was too busy at work.
Okay. Yeah, so bare knuckle. What's the name of the championship they're fighting for? The most violent motherfucker in the world?
Something weird, yeah.
Fucking crazy. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the bare knuckle.
Oh, I am. That guy's tough.
Fucking Mike Perry. Bro,
what happened?
Resurgence.
Homie was doing good. Like, it was a good fight, great fight, and I knew that.
Yeah, fighting Eddie Alvarez.
I knew that fucker was gonna get him though, because he's just a dog. Mike Perry,
dog. Fucking dog, bro.
And
you gotta outlast him.
What happened? Like, you think the corner saw his orbital? What's an orbital?
Yeah, it got fucking swolled up pretty good. It was probably a broken orbital. I don't think they've diagnosed it yet, but
okay.
Yeah, it was all swolled up around.
But homie was looking worse than him, no?
Yeah.
But I was.
I mean, he had that one moment where he kind of like came back there for a little bit, but just wasn't enough. But
he wasn't gonna stop. No, like
he's funny, bro.
I feel no pain.
Did you watch his?
Because he was getting rocked, bro.
Yeah. He's like, I like to get hit sometimes and feel this shit. I didn't want to get him out of there too early. He said,
"Damn, fuck." He's like, he's right. That bare knuckle is no joke.
Bro, but like it's funny because he, obviously, I don't know how much. Do you remember him when he was in the UFC? Bro, I watched this fucker in the UFC. He's a wild man.
Like, and I've even since then like went in. I need to watch some of his stuff, but like I've looked at his records and stuff, and he's straight 50-50 in the UFC.
No, bro, he got cut, left the UFC. Fucking.
Does he get knocked out in the UFC?
Yeah, getting knocked out, just going to war.
Same guy beat him.
Yeah, Cowboy beat his fucking ass because he was being disrespectful, bro. Perry was being disrespectful. I think he broke his fucking arm or something.
So
tapped him out with an arm bar.
Does he lose more with like wrestling or like on the ground?
Yeah, he's not the best. Yeah, so like I think that's part of it for sure.
That's why he's good.
So he left. He's just a dog, bro. So like he leaves the UFC, joins bare knuckle, and has just been. He's like 5-0 now. Yeah. Fucking just a surging, bro. He's like the face of that company. It's crazy. Like it's good for him because he's a funny cat. He's a wild man. He watches interviews.
He's fucking sick as fuck, bro. Yeah, and yeah.
Did you know that you can go back and find it? So he says that he can say the N-word because he has 5% African in him, and like he drops that shit in interviews. He don't give a fuck.
No, I've never seen that. That's crazy.
He was doing this when he was with the UFC, bro. Fucking
That's ridiculous.
He's like, I got 5% African, so I can say that word. He said.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Mike Perry. Yeah. That's no. Cool. They're coming in February, I think.
To the Santa Ana or the Star Center. I saw that. Yeah. That'd be cool to go see. February? I'm sure tickets are already on sale.
Yeah.
I'm sure Dotson, he's the champ now, right? John Dotson he's from here. He's probably defending his belt, I would imagine.
So there was some cage fights at Jackson too this last weekend. But that's when you mentioned Dodson. Adam was there selling T-shirts and
It was
Bootcamp
at
Brawler.
Jackson's?
Yeah, at the fights because they were there. They had fights.
Oh,
I'm not
we're-
trying to get off because we're talking about Mike Perry, but they had some fights at Jackson's.
It was at the gym though.
Yeah.
Oh, like so, like a smoker or what? Kind of like they call a smoker like it's like they set it up at a gym or was it
They
at
have,
a venue?
They have like fights there now. Like
Oh.
tickets like on Ticketmaster.
No
and I don't know how
shit.
many
Because remember they
people
used to do
hold.
because they used to do the Jackson series.
Yeah.
And but those would be like
So
at
that's like that.
Oh, okay.
Like
All right.
at
Cool.
Jackson's. But the weigh-ins were at Canvas and shit.
No shit. Okay. So Adam was there selling the merch. Shout out. Bootcamp Brawler.
but he got a picture with Dodson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he had
Nice.
bought a hat and shit.
Oh,
like,
fuck yeah. That's awesome.
yeah. But Adam's like trying to get into the bare knuckle boxing. Supposedly, he's sponsoring a lady who's fighting.
No shit.
I forget the name. Her husband fought this last weekend. Cody Eastman.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, it sounded real familiar to me.
Okay.
He's fought in a lot of. He's been fighting a long time, but
Nice.
Adam sponsors him, and I guess he's sponsoring his wife, which is fighting at the
Hell yeah.
bare knuckle event in February.
No shit. All right.
Yeah,
We
so
gotta-
he's trying to be there selling at the bare
Oh,
knuckle.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Shout out to.
So that'd be big for him. 'Cause
Yeah, we
that's
gotta-
like some nationwide shit. The
Yeah,
fucking
fuck
bare
yeah.
knuckle.
Fuck
I
yeah.
don't know if he's going to be able to, but supposedly, yeah, he's trying to get in.
Got to get him back on the show before that.
But yeah, so the bare knuckle is dope shit.
I'm a fan, man. I watched only one of their events, like from beginning to end, and like out of anything outside of the UFC, it's my most enjoyable. Like, you know what I
It
mean?
was fun, and it was like boom, boom, it's boom, boom. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's not like how that boxing match was real rough on the downtime and in between the fights and what's going on. Like, they have a good like MC guy. Like, I'm sure you don't see him on a pay-per-view event, but like if you go to there's a good MC guy, and he's doing trivia and throwing shit in the crowd and giving shit away, like when the commercials
Yeah.
are happening. So they do a good show. The lighting is top notch and shit, so it makes you feel like you're at a real fancy kind of shit.
I'm sure you guys will be a sponsor, right?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Canvas?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh,
We weren't at
okay.
the last one.
Oh,
Or
okay.
we haven't. No, we were sponsor at this Jackson's things.
Oh, okay.
But
Excuse me. But there was also a UFC card.
I know I was trying to look up some stuff on that.
It was just a fight night. Some good fights, a lot of finishes. Nobody that I don't know if you really know of these guys, so I don't really get into it. Like it was, it's a fight night, so
Yeah, no.
But I don't know if you saw any of Dana's post-fight press conference. He was talking about how they're lining up a huge super fight
I
for
did
this
see
for
that.
this next year.
I did see
Didn't
that.
say what it was. Playing it real close to the vest, but I don't know what like he always
What would
does.
that mean? Like I don't even like Brock Lesnar or something, or like
Something if they're hyping it up
trying
as
to
a
think who it
super
could be.
fight,
Yeah.
bro. I think my very first thought was GSP Khabib.
Oh, that would be fucking crazy. I don't think that'd be good though. I don't think that's good.
For who?
I don't think that's good for GSP.
Really?
I don't think so.
I like
He's
it,
too old.
bro.
How old is he?
He's probably look it up. He's probably 38,
That's not
37.
that bad.
Bro,
You think he's that young?
Look it up. How old is GSP? I'm guessing 38. That's what I'm saying. What's your guess?
I had to type it out, the whole thing. Pop up right away. He's 42.
42.
Yeah. I'm not taking nothing away from this guy, but I don't know.
He's continuously been training. He's never stopped training. Took the time off. He's probably healthy as fuck, bro. If anybody could fucking do it, it's him.
I don't know.
Obviously.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You think Khabib's just a different beast?
I just think he's in his fucking prime. Even
Khabib,
though he
yeah.
quit, like,
Yeah.
whatever, 2
Yeah.
years ago. Like, I think he's just, like, maybe if Khabib, like, yeah, no, I just think that, I don't know why. I don't know. It'd be some, I don't know.
That's a fucking fight. That's it. That's a fucking fight.
He might smash this guy, man.
Smash.
He might smash this fucking guy.
Smash.
He might just grab him and
Yeah.
fucking. It might grab that old man and just fucking. I don't know. I just don't see it going well for Pierre at all.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I just think that Khabib, he's just fucking. Gosh dang, I don't even like this dude, but he's pretty. I don't know. He took Conor out like nothing, bro.
I don't know. And then on the comments, old Strawberry, he said that
I think it's him. I'm not sure.
It has to be. Who else would it be? Who else would it be, man? Shout out. But he said GSP Nick Diaz. And I've heard, so they were actually supposed to do a grappling match this month in December. GSP and Nick Diaz. We're going to do
What would be, or who said what? That would be the super fight?
So there's a rumor that might be that's what he said in the comment that they might be lining that up for UFC 300. Oh. GSP Nick Diaz is one of the fights.
I don't want to see that really. You want to see these two washed up fucks as a super fighter?
GSP ain't washed up, dog. What you talking about, man? He'll come back and win a belt tomorrow, bro. Oh my
God, bro. No.
He'll come back and win a championship.
I don't think so.
He'll go win the 185, or he already won the 185. He'll go back down and win 170. He's real svelte nowadays. He'll win the 155.
He's too old.
Age just a number, AJ.
Fuck no.
So yeah. So
and then to be totally clean, at that old and totally clean, like. They better give this guy some shit, some horse fucking hormone.
Always
bro.
Clean. Always clean.
Some buffalo hormone.
He might be a little slippery, but he's always clean.
But yeah, Nate Diaz and
no, Nick Diaz and GSP. That's what I said, not Nate.
Okay, either way.
And that's a rematch. That's a rematch because Nick and GSP already fought once. Remember? GSP just beat his ass 60. For UFC 194.
No, I don't know. Anyway, I will watch all that stuff. I'm just saying, I'm trying to think of there's guys right now that are on the top of their game, elite fucking fighters. It's like, what are we doing here? Fucking,
I don't know, but I do know that.
I think bringing Ngannou back.
I don't know, man. I think it's too soon. Like. I think if he's ever gonna come back, it's gonna be down the road. I think it's still too fresh.
Oh, because of everything going on.
Yeah. And then
I see him being a good fighter. I could see him being a good fighter.
But he signed to the PFL.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I'm thinking. You're right, but I'm trying to think of other elite, top of their Gaethje.
He's gonna get his shot at. He's technically the number one contender for Islam. I love that fight. Man, I hope Gaethje fucking takes his fucking
McGregor.
Head off.
He's coming back.
Talking about washed up, bro. McGregor.
Yeah.
Who's he gonna fight, bro? Fucking. I don't think he wants none of Chandler. Fucking.
Yeah. Maybe he won't even come back. I don't know.
He's gonna come back, but
you're gonna get whooped.
Who he's gonna fight, I don't know.
Yeah, he's washed up.
You're gonna make him come back after that long of a layoff, a crazy leg injury. First fights, you don't realize he hasn't fought since he fractured that fucking leg. It seems like it's been forever. And his first fight back's gonna be against fucking Michael Chandler. That dude's a fucking monster, bro. No.
I don't know.
He
surprises people.
That's not smart business for the UFC if they put that fight on because McGregor they want McGregor to win, right?
Give him some fucking.
They need to give him a fucking.
Why don't they do the fucking Nate and him? That'd be good. I'd rather see that. I'd rather see that than Nate and GSP.
That could be the super fight. You never know.
Be good. Just because the first two were so good.
They have to finish it.
Those first two fights were so good.
Yeah. And
I think in my head, I don't want to see GSP come back and look sad, bro.
I don't either.
He's already on top. Nobody wants to fuck with him. He's got people think of him like the way you think of him.
Yeah.
So I just don't want him to come back, and I don't see it going good. What's he gonna do? Come back for one fight, win, and then just that's it? I just don't see it going good for this guy either way. So what's going to happen? Then he'll be the champ. I don't know how it'll go down. But
I mean, if the only motivation is money, then that's the wrong reason to do it. It would bring him in a lot of money. You know what I mean? It'd be a big fucking payday for sure. But
Khabib can't come back though. You think? I don't think he would. He already said he can't because his dad.
Well, he said he made a promise.
He won't go back on that.
To his mother.
He won't go back on that.
Yeah.
Unless he comes out and he's like, my mom said to kick this guy's ass.
My mom said go one
I don't
more
know.
time.
I don't fucking know. But I don't see Khabib coming back just because the kind of person he is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think
you're
he'd be able to live with himself. Like people talking that shit. Like now you like, how do you stand for yourself? Now you like everything's out the window.
What you say don't matter. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. That Colby Leon fight's coming up. Yeah.
The thing to me, it would have the way Dana acted. It would have to be though like some Khabib coming back shit because there's great fights every month.
Exactly.
That's what's got me like kind of like messed up in the head about it because
maybe Brock.
Maybe
Ronda.
Fucking Brock and Ngannou. All of a sudden,
Ngannou not for sure. What do you think about Ronda? People love her for whatever reason.
Yeah, but I don't think a woman fight would be the. I don't think a woman fight could
That's
be that.
sexist.
Yeah, it is.
Can't be a super fight.
No.
There ain't no woman mega fights.
That's not what I mean. What I mean is
know.
like, I don't think that. I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
Her and who? Amanda?
Bring her. She got fucking massacred. Amanda would come back and whoop that ass.
Smashed fucking again.
Amanda would get off the couch and whoop that ass one more time.
Damn. I don't know, bro. I guess that's my more thing. My more. What I'm kind of having trouble with is because of. What's going to be bigger than fucking like Alex Pereira and fucking. Who did he fight last? That was a great fight, super fight. You know, it's like.
Yeah, man. It's got to be something. Excuse me, Connor. Like Nick Diaz, GSP, Khabib, Brock. It's got to be somebody in that group of 5 to 6 people to be. You're right. It was all over his face. You know what I mean? Like he was excited about it. You could tell.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But he didn't even say that was. He said in 2024. So who knows what that means? You know, it could be for UFC 300.
December.
That's gonna be in March. But that's gonna. You know, that's got to be. That's got to be a lit card too, for sure. Got to pull out all the stops for that. Those ones, you know, the prelims are even stacked. Like they'll put like top 10 fucking fights in the early prelims and just fucking let it rip.
Hell yeah, I'm excited for that. I don't.
So Tom Aspinall, he's the guy who won the interim heavyweight championship, right? He was calling for John Jones just to be stripped of the title and make him the fucking champ or let him fight for the unanimous title or whatever. He said, I don't want to wait for this nonsense. He said that John Jones and Stipe are going to fight and then most likely the winner's going to retire anyway. So just strip him of the belt and fucking
Who was talking shit?
Huh?
Who was talking shit? Did you see that? Bisping was talking to Aspinall. Is that the...
Yeah.
Who was the guy, a little guy? I forget his name. It's
Cejudo?
somebody who had to be Cejudo, huh? Is it Cejudo was the one that was running his mouth?
Probably.
And he's like, I don't listen to that pipsqueak or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. There's something to that though. Like if that's there, if it's John Jones and Stipe's intention to like win and retire, then let that be known. Why hold up the belt? You know what I mean? Those two can still fight, and it would be a big fight without the belt being on the line. Don't you think? Jones and Stipe, that's the big heavyweight.
Yeah,
that's
but you can do what you want if you're the champ. So John Jones is the champ. He can do what he wants. He earned that fucking belt. And if he wants to hold on to it till the bitter end, and fucking,
no, but I get that. But like, but doesn't hold on?
Like, damn it.
But that's the thing. Dana isn't doing that. Dana ain't pulling at it.
On his end, it's probably money.
Because they even asked him about it in the press conference, and Dana was like, he's like, no. He's like, it doesn't fucking matter what anybody thinks. This is how it's gonna happen. You know, he just had that attitude about it. He's like,
I see that, but then like with two though, like I see your point, but then at the end of the day, like I see John is the shot caller at that point because he has the belt.
Well, he's the heavyweight champ.
He earned it. And two though, let me tell you something. What's that guy's name? Aspinall. What's his first name? Do you know? Tom Aspinall, and he's Britain or British or
England.
I'm gonna tell you one thing straight up, and this is It was a good fight though. I seen it and then stuff, but like I don't know. This guy to me, and I'm nobody, but I feel like I don't know. I don't have the trust in this guy that he's gonna be
Long term.
No, I don't think he could beat John Jones. I don't think he could beat Stipe, and that's just me, you know. And but I'm thinking in my head like he looks kind of soft too. I don't know. That's just he beat that scary looking Russian guy, but he kind of looks out of shape, bro. To me.
Well, he's a heavyweight. They don't have to. They don't have to be fucking shredded. John Jones wasn't fucking shredded when he came in at heavyweight. You know what I mean? Like
This
you don't
dude
have
looks, I get it, but like those guys don't last, bro. Like
soft heavyweights.
yeah, it's like you know what I
There's
mean.
something to that.
They'll win once or twice, and then I don't know. That's just
Listen to me, soft heavyweight.
That's
Fuckers
my
just smash my fucking
no,
brain.
but
You
that's
know,
what
I
I
know
mean
you
when I say like I'm not nobody to talk about it, but to me the guy he don't look the I don't know he don't really look the part, bro. That's not always the case though, you know. I get it. I think
but the heavyweight division's
for him
always
to
been
say that kind of for someone else to say it, it's okay. For him to say it, it's kind of weird because
well, people have been saying it though. People have been saying strip him.
He should be saying. I would be talking shit. I'd be like, I'm gonna fight those motherfuckers.
I'm gonna fight the winner of John Jones, Stipe.
And if their shit doesn't,
they're not gonna retire.
Out,
I'm not gonna let them retire.
Or if they don't pan out, I'm fucking jumping in. Yeah. So John Jones, when you're ready, motherfucker, you know, let's get to banging. You know, or like Stipe. He should be saying some shit like that, not like, oh, strip them or oh, just they're retiring. You know, fuck that. I want the best. I want to fight the best. They're the best. Let's fucking bang.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see.
Clang it and bang it, brother.
I want to see this fucking guy trying to ass out of some fucking big time fights shit.
No, know? There's something to what you're saying too. Like, you know, I don't see it as him trying to duck anybody, but like I see what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
I'd be like, let him hang on to
he has a
belt.
highlight reel of knocking fuckers out. There's a reason why he got the shot at the interim title. That's you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I don't want to take nothing away from him.
Yeah. And he seems like a fucking pretty likable dude too, so it makes it hard to root against him, you know. And then British, you know, they have a history of, you know, heavyweight or boxing heavyweight champions, but this, you know, he's the first heavyweight from England in MMA. You know what I mean? As far as I know. But
do you think John Jones would be the super fight and then retire, like you're saying?
No, because they're already talking about Jones and Stipe. Like it sounds like it's something surprise. Yeah, like it's gonna be a big fucking announcement.
Damn, it's got to be Brock Lesnar.
Dude's a beast, bro. Even because you know he bounces back and forth, right? Like he's still active in the WWF, and he's still a big motherfucker. He's fucking Brock Lesnar. You know what I mean? Like
Miesha Tate won.
Oh yeah, she fought on the prelims. I was happy to see that. Because like she's.
Did you hear her talk by chance, like on a reel? I heard her.
I didn't see anything cool. Post fight.
She was just like, yeah, everybody was telling me to retire, and she's like that. But I wanted to keep going. She's like, and it just was like,
just don't give it. I think I saw the quote.
Don't
written.
let nobody tell you anything. Do what you want to do. You know, like fucking if you want to, just you can do it, and blah blah blah. And all
no, it's for sure.
And then she got won something for 50 or what is it? 50 USADA tests in a row. She got on that.
They get a fucking jacket they give them.
That sounds kind of lame, but I think that's a cool.
It's an accomplishment. Yeah. Holly got that as well. Who else got it?
It's good to see because you know that they're legit. You know.
Yeah. No, for sure. We never got into it. It was kind of a big thing. It's kind of blown over by now, but. Did you hear that USADA is leaving? Their contract's ending, and it wasn't like a good like split with them in the UFC. Like it was. So as of the first of the year, USADA is no longer going to be handling their drug testing, which that's kind of it could be something, you know. But supposedly they have a different organization that's already in place, ready to take over on the first, and it's going to be taken over. But like you know, USADA's really fucking. There's been a lot of like they kind of soured their relationship there towards the end with the UFC, but
I I don't know shit about any of that really. Like,
Yeah, but so it was basically like a contract, you know, like they had like I think it's been like 5
so
or
they're
6
like
years.
a labs, like some kind
So
of a
it's
labs.
so they're like what stands for United States Anti-Doping Agency.
Oh, so they're government.
Yeah, so it's government. This is like basically when the UFC brought them in, like they cleaned up the UFC. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's fucking it's almost impossible to cheat, and
They're the best at what they do, kind of.
basically like the highest, most stringent
More
drug testing.
trustworthy, too,
Yeah,
right? Because
yeah.
they're the government.
Yeah. So it's like another one is WADA. That's the World Anti-Doping Agency. Those are the ones who oversee the Olympics.
Whataburger.
Whataburger.
Damn. They're probably good, huh?
They're like, so that's like the same level of test, Olympic level testing. But so basically it's kind of a big deal because, you know, it's kind of, they say that all the bases are covered. As soon as USADA stops, this new company is going to take over. And a lot of the issue has been like, they'll show up at fighters' homes like in the middle of the night, USADA, and like just bugging, bro.
Wow.
Wanting blood, wanting piss, middle of the
want your
night.
blood.
I need your piss. So,
Holy moly.
so fighters have had a lot of issues with it. They were supposed to create this app that was supposed to help with the tracking for the fighters. Like they're supposed, because if a fighter's going to be somewhere, they got to declare their where they're at and fucking let them know in case they need to be tested, so they can send somebody to test them wherever they're at. And just a bunch of fucking issues. So,
Damn.
I mean, it's not going to like slip back into what it was, but yeah.
It's probably a lot of money.
Oh yeah, those contracts for sure. So, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. See where that goes, because if it starts getting like fucked up or stays the same, or you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. They start catching more dudes, or more dudes start fucking
Or,
looking a little suspect, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's always the big tell is the eye test. You know what I mean? Like you see these motherfuckers, you're like, that motherfucker looks a little too big, a little too vascular. Fucking looking a little
Sometimes
angry.
you could tell for
Looking a
sure.
little angry when he's smashing people.
Damn.
But got anything else on that paper over there, man?
Yeah. Do you check out that video, that music video I sent you?
So yeah, I was
pretty
gonna ask you about that. So because I didn't know what that comment meant when I saw that, and I didn't even think to look into that. You know, look at it, because it just said, you know, music video, the rhythms.
Yeah.
The rhythms.
It's like not Jamaican, reggae.
Reggae.
Chicano.
Yeah. It's definitely an interesting sound.
Yeah.
So all those, obviously those guys are local.
Yeah.
Do they perform at Canvas, or like what's the connection that they were able to film?
He's Jesus' friend, the
Okay.
main singer, the lead singer.
Okay. So I was
guy
wondering
that's,
what the connection was, how he was able to film part of the video there.
Yes, so I didn't know nothing about it. Seen it. Talked to Jesus about it this weekend, and he said he just at random hit Jesus up one like Tuesday night, and it was dead, and he's like, can we go over there and shoot for the new music video? And Jesus was like, yeah, you know, go do what you want to do.
Fuck yeah, that's cool.
And but they got some really cool shots. It looks really cool.
No, I like the part where it's like it's hard
It's
for
like
me
a
to.
different state almost. No?
It shows the like the record and like your symbols.
Yeah.
The symbols on the top. Yeah. I don't know. It sounds stupid the way I said
the
it. but-
patio and stuff.
Yeah.
Looks dope.
No, it's definitely good.
That song sounds good too. I like it.
No, it's a catchy
nice.
jam. Always good to see local shit. But yeah, I did go watch it because you
Sent you the link. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they're gonna be performing at Canvas. I'll keep you posted. I don't know when. Jesus was telling me about it. He's trying to get them to come do something.
Okay. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, that's a cool song. I'm sure I imagine they have an album or something, right? That's probably like their single or whatever.
Yeah.
Right on.
But that's about it.
Cool,
It's a nice. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. The Rhythms.
Is it the
Rhythms.
The
I don't know exactly.
Rhythms.
I think it's but I know it's I'll
the
look it up
rhythms?
right now
Look
so
it
I
up real
can,
quick, so we can give them a proper shout out. So yeah, man, cookies in the house. Smoking on that feminine weed. The rhythms.
It's the Rhythm.
Rhythm. RIDDIMS. That's the name of the group. What's the name of that song you sent me? Just open the text.
Along the Way.
Along the Way from the Rhythms. Go check it out on YouTube.
Rhythms featuring Shakaman.
Shagaman.
Yep.
Right on, AJ.
Cool.
Thanks for tuning in as always. Appreciate all the support we've been getting. Keep commenting, keep subscribing, keep sharing this shit. We appreciate it. AJ and I love you.
Share it.
Till next week. AJ and Joe Show. We're out.